morning, students. I, Dr. Ashna Sharma, Associate Professor, IFS Noida. Today, I will discuss SQL Data Manipulation Language. In last video, I had discussed the SQL Data Definition Language. Under DDL, we have three commands, that is create, alter, and drop. That was basically specifically to define the definition, to define the conceptual schema. Now at external level, user want to create the query. User want to retrieve the data according to their requirement. For that, how the user will retrieve the data from the database based on the definition which we have created. That is the basically concept behind the SQL data manipulation language. SQL select query language, under which we have only three commands: select, from, where, that is basically to retrieve the data. So DML provides the data manipulation technique like selection, insertion, deletion, updation, modification, replacement, retrieval, sorting, and display of data or records. Whenever we want to do the manipulation, here the main focus on the data manipulation. In DDL, we had the main focus on the data definition, how to define the logical structure. Here we are more focused towards the data, how we can do the manipulation on the data, how we can retrieve the data based on the specific conditions, how we can remove the data, how we can modify the contents of the database, that is basically updation, with the help of updation, and we want to replace and retrieve. So these are the certain operations which we can perform with the help of data manipulation language. It means we are more focused towards the data. So DML facilitates use of relationship between the records. The records relationship which we have established in the logical schema, in the logical structure, based on that relationship, we will retrieve the data. So DML provides for independence of programming language. Whenever we apply the DML, we want to retrieve the query. We are not concerned about the application program, and we are not concerned on a specific programming language like COBOL, C, C++, because these are the application programs and we want to specifically retrieve, because this is the main feature of the DBMS. It is the data independent, it is the code independent, it is program independent whenever we want to do the manipulation on the data. So here we are more focused on the basic commands of DML, that is select, retrieve, update, or delete. Today we will discuss specifically the select, insert, how we can retrieve the records with the help of various logics, with the help of various constraints, or with the help of various clauses. Select means we want to select specific certain records. We don't want to retrieve the all records. If we want to retrieve the all records, again in that case we will use the select command. But if we want to retrieve only specific records, then we will use the condition. Then insert into. In the case of insert into, before we apply the select command, first we have to assign certain records on the database, records on the definition. Only then we will be able to retrieve the record. If the data is not there, how we will be able to retrieve the record? So first there is to be records, and for that we have to use the insert command. The select SQL insert into statement is used. Here, insert into is the reserved word which has been used to add new rows of data to a table in the database. So automatically it will add new and records at the last. It will append the records. It will not override the record. So there are two basic syntaxes of insert into statement which are as follows. If you go through with these two syntax, we may find the variation. In this case, insert into table name, which is already created with the help of create command. Then columns, which we have created with the help of create command. These are the attributes which are automatically defined in the table for particular table, which is used by the create command. Then values which we want to assign. Value 1, value 2, value 3, value n. These are corresponding to the columns which we have assigned over here in the column 1, column 2. Values must be corresponding. Value should not be like here यहाँ पर आपका क्या है numeric which is serial number and here value you are assigning the name. It should not happen. So insert into table names values, value 1, value 2, value 3. The alternate way, we are not giving here the column names, we are giving the values directly. But in this case, you have to remember the sequence of the column. Here we are mentioning the columns, here we are not mentioning the columns. Since we are not mentioning the columns, we have to keep in mind the sequence of attributes and according to the sequence, we are assigning the values. So if we have the serial number 1 in the starting, so we are assigning the here serial 1. Then we have the name, so we are assigning the name according to it. Let's take the example. So under this example, insert into student is the table which we had created with the help of create command in the DDL. So insert into student, here reason number, name and fees. These three are the attributes for which we want to assign the values. So these registration number, name corresponding and the fees. So this is the way to assign and insert into registration name another suppose combination and fees. So we can mention over here the sequence of attributes for which we want to assign the values. So these two are the ways. Now here it will represent the statement result as one row inserted. It will not show the record because to display the record we will use the select command. Insert into just display a message, one row inserted. Another way, we are not using here the column names, we are using directly the values. So insert into student, student is the table name, values is the reserved word and here registration number, student name and here we have the combination date and iske baad we are having the fees. So in this way we have considered the all attributes which were desired and one row inserted. Another example, insert into students. So one by one it is assigning a record. We can't insert more than one record at a time. So there is not any procedure in the RDMS to assign multiple records at the same time. We have to insert the row records one by one and automatically once we use the command and terminate with semicolon and execute, it will display a message one row created, one row created. One by one it will assign the records. So there are the two ways to assign the records in the database. Now we have inserted the records. Now we want to display these records. So how we can display these records? With the help of select command. So select is used to fetch the data from a database table, which returns the data in the form of result table according to our requirement. Initially, we will display the all records. Later on, we will display the records based on the condition by using the where clause. So these results are called the result set. So the basic syntax of select statement is select. If we want to display the specified column, so here we have to mention the column 1, column 2, column n. Instead of that, writing the all columns, Here we can write the select asterisk from table name also. If we want to include the all attribute names, if we don't want it, the all attributes in that is table, then in the result, in that case we mention over here the specified columns. Where is optional, that's why it is in the square column. Group by is optional, it is in square brackets. Having is the condition optional in the square brackets. Order by is optional in the square brackets. All these we are not discussing at present. At present we are discussing how to retrieve the records with the help of select command. So following is an example which would fetch registration number, name and combination field of the customer available in the student table. Student table which we had created with the help of create command in the data definition language video. Then we have used the insert into command to assign the values. Now we want to display the all values of the student table. And here we have mentioned over here the registration number, name and combination of the subjects. Registration number which we have mentioned over there, the primary key. Here primary key is the registration number. It means all these values in the registration number must be unique. Then names, corresponding names and the combination. And here 7 rows are selected. Now we want to display the distinct values for that. It means if we look at the previous, here we have the combination of PCMC, then again PCMC, then PCB, then here again there is a duplication of PCB, then PCMC. It means number of times here we have the PCMC. Now here suppose there is a requirement, we want to display the only for PCMC, PCMB and CEBA. It means individual. There should not be duplication of PCMC, no duplication of PCMB, right? So what to do in this case? For that, we have to use the distinct. The SQL distinct is the reserved word is used in conjunction with select statement to eliminate all the duplicate records and fetching only unique records. Now we want to display only the unique records. So here select distinct is the reserved word column 1, column 2, column n from table. Here distinct which column we have to mention over here. From table name, from which table we want to display, where is the condition, what should be the condition. It is optional also. Now where clause extracting specific rows. Where is the clause is used to specify a condition where fetching the data from a single table or joining with multiple tables. It means where is the condition with the help of which we want to retrieve the record with the based on condition, specific records. If the given condition is satisfied, then only it returns specific values from the table and it will filter the records from the entire database. How we will apply that we will discuss. Now, where is not only used with the select command, it may be applied with the update, it may be applied with the delete, or it may be applied with the other options. That we will examine in the subsequent concepts. So basic syntax of select statement with where clause is select column 1, column 2 to column n from table name where condition. Here where condition we may use the logical operators, relational operators and the conditions according to the requirement like this order by. So we can specify a condition using comparison or logical operators. Following is an example which would fetch registration number, name and fees field from the student table where fees is greater than 15,000. Now we want to display only those records for which the fees is 15,000, greater than 15,000. So here how we will write? Select registration number, name, fees from student where fees greater than 15,000. This greater than is the relation operator which we have applied. So it will filter the records from the entire database for that particular table student and retrieve only those records for which student fees is greater than 15,000. So in this way, we may apply the where clause. Another example, here we are doing the comparison. Select reason, registration number, name, combination from student where combination equal to PCMC. So registration number, name and the combination, and we want to display only those records for the students opted PCMC. Though we had number of records here PCMC, PCFB, but here we have only three records which are related with PCMC. Since we have applied the filter to display the combination only equal to PCMC, it will display only these three records PCMC, PCMC and PCMC for Ramesh, Mahesh and Aruna. So it could display only these three records. One more condition which you may apply, that is the logical operators with the where condition. The SQL and or operators are used to combine multiple conditions to narrow data in an SQL statement. These two operators are called conjunctive operators. How we will apply? We will see. So these operators provide a mean to make multiple comparisons whether two logical relational operator conditions may be combined with the help of logical operators. Yes, we can apply in all languages. So AND operator allows the existence of multiple conditions in an SQL statement where clause. How? Select from where. Select column 1, column 2, column and table name and where condition where we want to apply the AND operator. How we will apply? Like this. Select registration number, name, combination from student. Sorry, here the combination is not mentioned over here. The example is different, but we can apply with the help of AND operator the multiple combinations that are combination PCB and the combination is whose fees is greater than 50,000. If any combination is not applicable over here, in that case it will not display any record for it. The OR operator, either of these two conditions are true, it will be true. So the OR operator is used to combine multiple conditions in an SQL statements where clause. Select column 1, column 2, column n from table where condition or condition 2. What is the syntax? The basic syntax of OR operator with where clause is as follows. You may combine n number of conditions using OR and it will check either one of the two, the condition will be true. Like this. Select registration number, name, date of birth from student where fees less than 15,000 or combination equal to PCMC. So either the combination PCMC or the combination fees less than 15,000, we want to display all records. So we had only three records with the PCMC, but we have certain records for the students fee is less than 15,000. So it will display all those records for the name, date of birth, whose may either this condition is true or this condition is true. So as we know, the OR condition checks either of the two conditions. So today we had discussed the select from where with the logical operators and with the relational operators. In the next video or in the next class, we will discuss the update, delete, order by certain more operators which we may apply with the where clause and how this manipulation may be more utilizable, may be or more functional with the help of DML language. So DML language is more effective whenever we want to retrieve the data from the database. In next video, we will discuss this update, delete and some more operations, some more conditions which may be applied with this particular condition, with this particular manipulation. So that's all for today. In next video, we will continue with the DML. Thank you.